Hey my subbies, welcome back to my channel. What's up? So today I'm gonna be making a turmeric with kojic acid soap, and I'm gonna be using a coconut milk soap base. So please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, guys. Really appreciate all of you guys. Okay guys, so I'm gonna be using the kojic acid dipalmitate powder. So there's two kojic acid, so you can use either the regular kojic acid powder where you dissolve that with water, or you can use the kojic acid dipalmitate, which you have to dissolve with oil. And I'm going to be using grapeseed oil to dissolve my kojic acid. So just you can stay, go and watch a video, and I'm going to be listing the name of the ingredients that I'll be using. Okay guys, I'm gonna be using like a teaspoon of kojic acid dip powder. As you can see me weighing out all my ingredients. So, and I'm gonna be using like a tablespoon of grapeseed oil, or if you want a little bit more, you can always add like half a teaspoon more as you go along, guys. And grapeseed oil is very rich in linoleic acid, and it's really good for oily skin or dry skin. It's a very lightweight oil, so it's really good to add to your skincare, like a moisturizer or whatever. So yeah, that's why I'm choosing this oil to add in my soap. So guys, you have to warm the oil before you use it, because that's how it's gonna dissolve the kojic acid more efficiently. So yeah, that's just a little tip right there. So just any kind of carrier oil that you're using, you can just kind of heat it, not boil, just get it warm, and then you use it to dissolve your kojic acid. But if you choose to use the regular kojic acid powder, guys, you just need to use like warm distilled water to dissolve it. So one of the kojic acid is actually oil based, and one is just water based. So now I'm gonna be using like a half teaspoon of turmeric. Yeah, because it's a turmeric soap, so I'm gonna add the turmeric for extra help with the lightening and a little glow. So I'm gonna add turmeric to the mixture, and I'm also gonna be adding like a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of lemon peel powder. So again, the lemon peel is gonna help with brightening the skin, rich in vitamin C. So that's why I'm choosing to use the vitamin C powder, just for extra exfoliating purpose, guys. So you can just mix and match your soap. So just mix and match your soap. So whatever additives you plan to add, you don't need to let it exceed like a 1 teaspoon. Okay, you don't want too much stuff in your soap. Next thing, the soap not really make as how it's supposed to make. So you have to do everything in proportion, guys. That's why I always a measurement. Okay, so now I'm just gonna be using some distilled water to dissolve the turmeric and the lemon peel powder. I also added a little bit of what's it called, glycerin. I had like about a teaspoon of glycerin to the water as well, because you're trying to add stuff that is gonna like lock in the moisture in your skin, like hydrate. Plus, guys, remember that kojic acid, it's kind of on the dry side, so it tends to dry your skin out. So it's always good to add like a little bit of moisture back to your skin. So that's why I'm choosing to use the grapeseed oil and other little additives to help like with the moisture effect of the soap, because you don't really want the soap to dry out your skin too much, especially if you have oily skin. Yeah, so yeah guys, just make sure you mix. You know, I'm gonna tell you if you mix, so you have to mix it out until it's smooth. You don't want no lump in your soap, so just take your time, no rush. Them something I call for patience. So you know, you have to just take your time and mix out the powders them till it's smooth. Okay guys. Yeah guys, plus if you don't want to do by hand like what I'm doing, you can always use that mixer. It's a little hand mixer. I got that from Amazon. I don't remember the name, but yeah, Amazon has them like a frother, like coffee thing we use and froth the milk frother, what you want to call it. Yeah, you can just use one of that and mix, but I'm just going the old school way. You know, me just mix the old school. So now I'm using a soap base, and I'm using a coconut milk soap base. Normally I would have used the goat milk, but I'm trying the coconut milk. So you make sure you cut in small cubes so it dissolves quickly over the heat. So my soap has been melted, so you know I'm gonna be adding the turmeric and the lemon peel powder mixture. I'm just gonna be adding it to the melted soap. I remember saying I have to mix, guys. I have to mix in everything. So while it's being melted down, you just have to mix in every ingredient that you add. Just make sure you mix it thoroughly, right? You want it throughout all of your mixture. So that's why you will see me be mixing it. So this a girl I can mix so what she mix so long? No, you have to take your time and mix out every ingredient. You want it blended with your soap. So now just make it cool down a little bit, and then I'm going to be adding the kojic acid mixture, and then you know when I gonna tell it say mix. Yeah, I just added like about a half teaspoon of the regular kojic acid powder. Yeah, just want it a little bit stronger. Okay guys, so now I'm just gonna be adding like a couple drops of some tea tree oil that I have. Yeah, so you know tea tree oil is like antimicrobial, antifungal, so it helps with bumps and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just adding a couple drops. You can also use peppermint oil if you have that. Not a lot, just yeah. And make sure to mix. You want everything blended nicely, so mix it. You know, want some of the soap get some of the thing and the other half not get, so you have to mix. I have to emphasize the mixing part of this thing. Okay, so now for a little bit more exfoliation, yeah, use a big word. I'm just gonna be adding some apricot seed. Okay, so you can use this apricot seed if you're making a scrub as well. You can add it to your sugar scrub. You can just use the apricot seed with some honey and probably like a clay powder and just make a nice scrub. So this soap is gonna be doing a whole lot. It's gonna be like an exfoliating soap, brightening, yeah, everything in one. And you can use this soap on your face as well as your body, probably your underarm, anywhere like you have discoloration. Yeah, you can always use this soap for that. So now I'm gonna be adding some sodium lactate, guys. You know, I like to use the sodium lactate because it's gonna help my soap to get hard quicker. Yeah, firmer soap. That's why I add this ingredient to my soap. Yeah, I don't really like when the soap is too soft. Yes, so that's the purpose of the sodium lactate, as well as it kind of helps to draw moisture to your skin, as well as a little bit of preservative quality with it. So now you're just gonna make sure you pour as fast as you can. At this point, once you added the sodium lactate, trust me, your soap, yeah, once it start cool down, you just gonna start, so the soap will start to form. So you have to try to speed it up with this part. Once you add the sodium lactate, trust me, your soap will harden quick, guys, no doubt. If you look carefully, you can probably see some little hardening of the soap already while I was pouring it out. Yeah, it really hardens the soap. So yeah, soap is almost ready. So I had a little leftover, guys, so I'm just gonna make a little round soap. I'm gonna use that one for myself, but the other soaps are like for my clients who want soap. So voila, the next day, 24-hour tops soap is ready. So yeah, the little round one, they are my own, guys. I might like a soap bar that, and the square ones, I'm just gonna be packaging those for a couple clients who order them. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching.